ladies and gentlemen. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the installation of a cutting tool, specifically an end mill, in a Bridgeport milling machine. So let's start that intro. So to start, we want to grab the collet size that fits the size of our end mill, and we want to grab a paper towel and clean the shaft of that collet, and also we want to clean the interior of the spindle. This will help promote the longevity of the machine. Now when inserting the collet into the spindle, it is important to make sure that we line up the keyway of the collet with the keyway of the spindle. Now holding the collet with our hands, let's reach up to the top of the machine and tighten the drawbar. We only need to do this a few turns so we can grab our end mill and stick it up inside the collet. Once we have it inserted, now let's tighten the drawbar as much as we can with our fingers. Once we have it tight enough, now let's grab the wrench from the back of the machine and use it to tighten the drawbar the rest of the way. While doing this, we want to make sure we hold the brake located on the left side of the machine while we tighten the drawbar. This will ensure that the spindle is kept still while we are tightening. For safety reasons, we never want to leave the wrench connected to the drawbar. We always want to remove the wrench once we are done tightening. This is so we can prevent the wrench from flying off the machine when we start it. So make sure to return the wrench, and that is how you install an end mill on a Bridgeport milling machine. To uninstall, we are going to grab the wrench again, and as we did before, we're going to hold the brake and loosen the drawbar. Once we have it initially loosened, we can then use our fingers to loosen it the rest of the way. After loosening the drawbar all the way, you will notice that the collet nor the end mill will fall out. They are still stuck in place inside the spindle. To solve this, let's tighten just a few turns using our hands and grab the wrench. Notice that it has a brass part on the end. We are going to use this to gently tap the drawbar in order to loosen the collet and the end mill. We can now loosen the drawbar the rest of the way and pull out the collet and the end mill. And that is it. Always make sure to be organized and return your collet and your end mill to their respective locations. And thank you for tuning in.